Select the expression that is equivalent to m squared minus 25. And we have four answer options down below. The first thing that I take a look at here is that we want to find an equivalent expression for m squared minus 25. Now m squared minus 25 are numbers and values that they picked on purpose because what they're really trying to show you here is m squared minus 5 squared. 25 can be written as 5 squared. Now, there's a pattern called difference of squares, and it says that if you have the difference as a subtraction of squares, such as a squared minus b squared, then we can take a minus b as the first factor in the binomial multiplication times a plus b. Okay. So, how do we apply that over here to m squared minus 5 squared? Well, instead of a, you have m, and we follow the same exact pattern. M minus 5 and m plus 5. And now we immediately see that over here, option C has that same exact expression. And so now we're pretty confident that C is the answer. But before we go ahead and mark it, let's confirm by multiplying these expressions and making sure that we do get m squared minus 25. So if I go ahead and set up my box multiplication and start to do the box multiplication here, I have m times m for the first box. I have m times positive 5, which gives me positive 5m. We zoom in a little bit here. And then we also have m times negative 5, which will give me a negative 5m. And last but not least, I have 5 times negative 5, which is a negative 25. Now if we go ahead and do the cancellations that are available, we have a positive 5m that will cancel out with a negative 5m equals 0. Then that means what I have left over is m squared minus 25. And that confirms what we had down a moment ago, that m squared minus 25 is equivalent to m minus 5 times m plus 5, which is option C. Alright, well let's go ahead and take a look at some of these other answers and why these are distractors. Now the first expression that we see here of the incorrect answer is m squared minus 10m plus 25. Now the reason why this one's a distractor is because students may remember some of the other multiplication special product expressions. And now this one here is tied directly to the expression m minus 5 times m minus 5, or in other words, m minus 5 squared. So this is option A. Now if you take a look down at option D, you'll notice that option A and option D over here from the original side are actually equivalent to each other, but neither is equivalent to m squared minus 25. And now if we take a look at the last of the wrong answers, and we take a look at m squared plus 10m plus 25, this one here is the structure of m plus 5 times m plus 5, or m plus 5 squared. So these answers here are pretty good distractors, but none of them are equivalent to m squared minus 25. And once again, we come back to our answer, that the answer option is C, and we can either do it through multiplying these two factors together and seeing that we do get m squared minus 25, or recognizing the pattern in that forward direction and seeing that it is 5 squared and then applying it and matching it to option C. Either way, we have now got the correct answer.